Would you like to hear my advice?
Give us this day our daily bread.
Oh my God, hi. A while back, we talked about how in 2023, I was on a pursuit for peace. And one of the things that I learned from that was very impactful to my life is that I don't have to enter every battle that I'm invited to. Just sit with that for a second. You don't have to enter every battle that you're invited to. So often, I would get wrapped up in, well, this person said that, so they probably meant this, and like, I need to do this according to that. And you don't have to do all that. I'm here to tell you, you don't have to do all that. I am a serial people pleaser. And it took a long time for me to realize that. I always tried to say, I don't care what people think. I don't care. I do. And I know that there are people out there that don't, but I think the majority of us do care what people think. And I'm also a serial fixer. I want to fix everybody's problems because I'm kind of a hippie. I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to be loved. That's part of being a people pleaser. And I had to learn that not every time someone comes to you with a problem, do they want you to solve it. Sometimes, actually all the time, you should wait for them to ask you for help. I have a couple of friends who, for lack of better terms, are very complainy. And there's nothing wrong with that. A couple episodes ago, we talked about talking things out. And sometimes talking to another person and getting it out to another person is all you need. You don't necessarily need reciprocation from that. And so one of the things I started to do with a couple of my close friends is asking them, when they start to vent, I ask them, what would you like from me? I am more than happy to respond and give you the tea and tell you exactly what I think you should do in this situation and what I would do and how you could go about fixing it. But if they're not looking for that or they're not in the right headspace to receive that, I don't need to exert the energy to do that. If they just want someone to listen and get it out, then I can be that for them. Or I cannot be that for them. Because sometimes, if you're not in the right headspace, you start to take that on. And as a people pleaser, I start to take that stuff on. So I will lay awake at night and be like, well, my friend's having this problem and he told me about it, and like, I really feel bad that he's, not happy right now, and that he's going through this, and like, I know what he could do. He could do this and blah, blah, blah. So like, sometimes I'm not in the right space, and that's okay to say, like, I can't do this right now. Like, let's circle back. Let's put a pin in it. Let's come back. So I think it's okay to ask your friend, what is it that you want from me? Because, again, not every seeming battle that is put in front of us do we need to enter. And I don't need to try and fix everybody's problems. I'm not a psychologist. I need to stop trying to diagnose people. That's another thing. That's probably something that we'll talk about at another point. But I tend to give people the benefit of the doubt because I feel like I am very emotionally in tune. I call myself an emotional clairvoyant. Thank you. And I give them the benefit of the doubt because I'm like, they're exhibiting this behavior because this is what they're insecure about this, or this happened to them before, or whatever. But sometimes you just got to take people at face value. We're kind of talking about two different things right now, but that's okay. It's all in the same vein. So what I would say is I am still actively trying to learn to lean into being a people pleaser, but and knowing that I'm a people pleaser, and figuring out how within my relationships with people I can be the best version of myself to help them, whether that's an ear to listen to what they have to say, or if it's actually to give advice. The other day, my friend was talking to me about a laundry list of problems that he had, but he didn't ask for anything. He didn't say, what do you think? Or what would you do in this situation? So I just sort of sat there and was like, yeah, that sucks. That's okay. That's really, yeah, I understand that. And then the conversation stopped. And I could tell that, like, he wanted to keep going. So I was like, would you like to hear my advice or my opinion? And he was like, yes, I would. And so I was like, great. And so we got past that, and I was able to be like, okay, here's what I would do in this situation. This is what I think, blah, 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 blah. But I think that led us to a point where now we're much more open about, like, do you want to talk about it? Do you just want me to be an ear? Do you want advice? Do you want me to go murder someone? Like, I would never murder anybody. Please don't arrest me. So yeah, you don't have to fight every battle that you're invited to. Okay, bye. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.